Hey yo guys, time for my TNA Against All Odds pay-per-view predictions. Against All Odds is tomorrow night, live from the Bilo Center in Greensville, South Carolina. Very big card, a 9-match card. I personally think that's too much. Obviously they're going to put one match on the pre-show, as they usually do with the shows that go outside of Orlando. I mean, at least for Lockdown they did. But anyway, let's just run through the card. Match they added last Thursday on Impact at the tapings a while back. But for Thursday on Impact, they announced it was going to be Case versus Case, Petey Williams versus Scott Steiner, and the winner of this match gets both cases and gets to have an X Division and a World Heavyweight title shot, and the loser, well, they get nothing, obviously. So, personally, this little feud thing is kind of ridiculous. I mean, they're friends one week, and it's the same sort of thing with Joe and Nash. I mean, they're friends one week, and then they just turn each other. Really, of all the feuds, this isn't like the worst of them, but it's kind of pointless. Prediction would be Petey Williams to win, and I think this one they'll put on the pre-shows, and they just added it. And I think Scott Steiner, we might be pissed about being on pre-show if they do it that way. But yeah, I think you got to go with Williams here. You're developing him in the new. You need to continue to help get it over. I mean, even though it's a narcissist Lex Luger ripoff, I think you need to get that over more. And yeah, I just think Williams would be best suited with both cases, or he'd probably, I don't know, I think they shouldn't even have the cases on them. They should have a match and screw the whole case thing and just forget it like typical TNA fashion, which I'd be personally happy if they just forgot all about the cases. But yeah, I think Williams to win and end that feud and get both shots. Then we have Peyton Banks versus Traci Brooks. Little short match here. Definitely this will go 5 to 7 minutes. Prediction, Roode will probably come down, cost Ms.Brooks, probably grab her head and just drive her across the top rope, and Peyton Banks will get the win, and Booker T will come down and chase Roode to add more heat to their match for later in the night. And yeah, so Peyton Banks for the win. Then we have the Drinking Championship. Cowboy James Storm versus Showtime Eric Young. In a feud I absolutely have lost 100% interest on. James Storm and Eric Young's feud, it goes from comedy, which is cheap, corny comedy, and I wasn't even laughing. And then they went to serious, and I thought it being serious was really good. It added something to it. But then they went straight back to comedy, and now I've just completely lost all interest in this one. Predictions, James Storm, give him the win. He needs to be drinking champion and just continue to do more drinking vignettes on Impact, which is what he's destined to do after that. I can't see him feud with this belt or anything anymore. So just give him the win and he can go claim drinking championship. Hopefully this belt is never on the line ever again. Next we have a grudge match between Booker T and Roode. The only match I'm really looking forward to. I mean, this build has been really good. They've built Roode up really well as a bastard heel. I mean, he finally got Ms.Brooks to turn on her. And, you know, I mean, Booker T had some good promos, even though I do feel he kind of oversold on Impact. I mean, Roode just punched Sharmell in the jaw and broke it, but, I mean, Booker T's acting like she's just dead or anything. But, really, I think it's been good, and what they did on Roode's promo last week on Impact was fantastic, and just good stuff all around. Prediction, Sharmell will probably come down and distract Roode, and Ms.Brooks will probably come down too, and Roode will just fight that off, and then Sharmell will come down, clock Roode, Booker T will get the win with the scissor kick, and that'll be the match. And I think that'll continue the feud there. That's the only feud I'm really hoping continues. Booker T will get the win, and hopefully the feud continues. Next match, the TNA World Tag Team Championships, AJ Styles and Tomko defend the belts against BG James and Bullet Bob Armstrong. Holy crap, Bullet Bob's back for another terrible feud. I mean, Bullet Bob can be in a good promo, but no, we don't need him in the ring. He's God knows how old, and we don't want to see him in there. Prediction, yes, this will happen because AJ Styles and Tomko are feuding. It'll be Bullet Bob and BG James getting the win. Yes, we all can see this happening. It will be them. I don't think TNA will be that, hopefully they won't be that stupid in doing it, but knowing TNA, they are that stupid, so they will do it. And then after the match, I just see Kip James come down congratulating them and hitting the famous Sir on BG. Then he'll say he'll get a partner, and they'll probably get Sean Waltman to come in and, you know, to have their little tag. So then this belts have meant absolutely nothing. It'll be on an old man and Bullet Bob, and on Pac-Man Jones. So these belts have absolutely no relevance if that goes down that night. But this division is one of the worst divisions, and they have great tag teams, and they're not even getting pushed. So that's my prediction, BG James and Bullet Bob. Next match is the Barbwire Massacre, Abyss versus Judas Mesias. There will not be a match prediction here since I could be a huge give away the finish and tell you who wins, but I won't do that because I feel you should just see it. I mean, my prediction here is going to be blood, gore, and probably some god-awful run-in or James Mitchell getting in the ring somehow. Really, this feud has been done ever since Mesias or Ricky Banderas hurt himself in Mexico when he jumped off the ladder and completely missed the table. I mean, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about, but, I mean, this feud died then, and then they tried to restart it from the same point, and they added a new thing. It is terrible. That's my prediction. Abyss versus, that's what I think is going to happen. I'm just getting a little off track here to rants on this, but yeah. I won't make a prediction, but predictions, blood, and gore. Then we have the six-man street fight, Team 3D and Johnny Devine, Motor City Machine Guns, and Jay Lethal. Stipulations: if the Guns and Jay Lethal win, then Team 3D has to get their weight to under 275 to wrestle in the X Division, and if Team 3D and Johnny Devine wins, well, then the whole X Division dies. And if it really hasn't been done as far as 2007, I don't know what dead is. But anyways, prediction's gonna be the Machine Guns and Jay Lethal to finally end this feud, which is so bad. I mean, it started off as something that really caught your eye, and it's like, hey, this is will get the X Division up. But then whoever is writing this feud has made it the most one-sided feud I have ever seen in my life. I mean, I don't even recall Team 3D or Motor City Machine Guns and Jay Lethal getting a win except for the one time they got that win on the Genesis pay-per-view, and that was back in November. So, and you can just see why. I mean, I'm picking the Guns and Lethal to win because they're going to keep the X Division alive, and you can see Russo writing for the Dudleys to Team 3D or whatever you want to call them to be doing losing weight skits in the back. Then we have the TNA Women's Championship match. Awesome Kong defends the gold against ODB. Now this match should be pretty good. I think it didn't get enough build to it, but you know, I'm looking excited. It's got two of the most over women or wrestlers per se in TNA in there, so you know that'll be good. This one won't be anything like Kong Kim, but it'll be on par. I really don't like the fact you have cheerleader Melissa as the mouthpiece for Kong. It really definitely takes away the focus from her dominating presence in the ring. And yeah, so predictions: Kong and this little feud will probably be ended. Then we have the final match of the night, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle defends the gold against Christian Cage with Samoa Joe as the special enforcer. Why is Joe not even in the match? Please, I would love to see Joe Matt Morgan. Hopefully you still build to that, but that would have been great right now. I'm not worried about this in the ring. These guys will probably put on the same 3.5 to 3.75, 4-star match even. But really, there's been no build to the match per se. It's more now, will Tomko turn? Who will Tomko side with? I mean, the same same type of build you had for your Final Resolution match. No build whatsoever. Predictions: Angle, obviously. I think Joe will come in and probably cost Cage or something like that. I don't know. You gotta have Joe do that. But anyway, that's my prediction. I mean, this is one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen. The fact that it's out of Orlando shocks me that they didn't hype it up. If you remember them building to Lockdown in St. Louis, that was like, yes, they're outside. They're gonna do something special and huge. This one, they're like, yeah, we're just outside. Cool. We're gonna have this pay-per-view. No one cares. No one really wants to order this. I mean, you have to love TNA so much to order this one. I, on the other hand, won't order it. I'll somehow find it. Anyways, that's it. I'm out. Peace.